There are still plenty of Nigerians who say that the Igbos are much too clever for anybody's good. That's really the reason they fought them during the war, to teach them a lesson, to show them they could neither expect to dominate Nigeria nor set up a country on their own. There's a Nigerian joke that says that the very word Igbo stands for I before others.
In-depth analysis.
As a country moving on from that war, have we been able to address the demons of that war? The fear, if indeed, there was a fear of Igbo domination, would you say that we have been able to ask indeed whether there was any such, any such attempt by the Igbos to dominate the country? Or have we asked the question as to, addressing the mistrust, it will seem, the suspicions amongst ethnic group about the fear of domination by any ethnic group over another?
You see, when Ironsi promulgated unification decree, there was fear that somebody like Ojukwu would be made governor in northern Nigeria, somebody would be taken to eastern Nigeria, and so on and so forth. The fear at that time was not of Yoruba domination, Chikiri domination, but Igbo domination. If the head of state, who was an Igbo man, issued a decree or promulgated a decree for unification and said that people will be recycled, recycled, I think you should appreciate the apprehension on the part of people who perceived the whole saga as an attempt by the Igbos to lord it over the rest of the country.
Why was there a fear of Igbo domination?
That's because before the coup, there was this fear already, not of Igbo domination, but one ethnic group dominating the other. Then when the coup took place, and it was the Igbo officers who executed it, the attention was focused on Igbo domination. And it on and on and on, up to the time when the conflict started.
Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to another episode titled, The Fear of Igbo Domination. Ndị Igbo have become an object of fear since their inception. Every section of the country, I'm not talking about Nigeria, I'm not talking about Africa, every section of the world, sorry to use that word, country, every section of the world are afraid of an Igbo man. If you are an Igbo man hearing my voice now, I don't know where you are, I don't know what you are facing, but I want you to know this, because the earlier you understand whom you are, the better for you. Hit your chest and said, I thank God I am an Igbo man. Listening to the video you just finished watching now, you will understand these people are not afraid of you because you have money. They are not afraid of you because you are more entrepreneurial. You are more entrepreneurial than them. They are not afraid of you because it didn't depend on government. They are not afraid of you because they don't know what you may do next. They are afraid of you because they see something in them. They see something in you that made them to know if they give you a chance, you are going to conquer the world. Nigeria is not working well today. Nigeria is not working well. Nigeria is not, they are not where they're supposed to be, is because they sideline the brain behind the progress of their country, which is the Igbos. This is I'm telling you, I am not praising myself, rather neither am I praising you as an Igbo man, but this is the fact that have been analyzed by that Oyibo man you saw on that picture. Every indigene of Westerners know the potential of an Igbo man in terms of business, in terms of leadership, in all ramifications. The brain behind the aeroplane they built today is an Igbo man. That was why when I engage Christians in some verbal argument, I see them like a fool, but sorry to use that word, but I see them like a fool. People who don't know what they represent or whom they are. Because when you talk to them now, you tell them about the Christianity, you tell them about what will I call it? About the harm the Christianity have caused the Igbos. You know what they will ask you? If you accept the education of a white man, you are using the plate of a white man. You are going a white man education. You are using a white man print money. Then why can't you accept their religion? That is exactly the kind of argument that the Christianity in our midst always like to engage. But come to think of it, before white men came, our people are studying. They have been going to school. Is he the white man that tell us how to build Ogbunigwe? That is the question we need to ask any Christian who keep on making this blind argument. Do you know that during the time of the genocidal war go on in UK, and other Western allies declared against the Biafrans, do you know that a man, I could not remember that man's name, used palm oil to power our fighter jet that climbs to go many places and come back? Do you know about that? Some people are not conversant with history and they don't even want to learn. When you tell them that the Christianity have done more harm than good to us, they will give you this argument that you accepted everything the whites bring. Why can't you accept their religion or their Christ? Anyway, that is by the way. But I just want to open just a little bit of your eye to tell you that even the white who give you this Christianity are afraid of you as an Igbo man. It took the Britain 31 good years they fought to conquer, to colonize the southeast. The Igbos precisely. It took them 31 good years. Something that took them just over a year or 2 or 3 to conquer other parts of the country. It took them 31 years where they are fighting to make sure that they subdue the Biafrans. But some people who don't know about this will come now and tell you, it is not that way. They see something in you. They see you as a very big threat if they didn't force you into that amalgamation. Amalgamation of 1914 is because of the rich land of the old eastern region. And they feel the only way they can get hold of that is to force the Biafrans into that amalgamation without even the consent of our ancestors. Yet, some people will come out and tell you something they are not even aware of. They don't even know. When they want to distribute powers, they choose the minority to give them power. As of the time we are talking about this, the population of the Igbos have skyrocketed, which made them to begin to ask, how did these people come in place? Do you know that the war are not being declared because Ojukwu are not being declared on us because Ojukwu said he want to go? The war was declared simply because they want to reduce the population of me and you. Because we are more than a population when they came. They took the power and autonomy and give it to the minority, not even the majority. You know why? Because then our people have nothing to do with government. They believe in that their business-oriented mindset. They believe on that their entrepreneurship to conquer anywhere they go. To, in fact, to do their business. If you like, you can control with your government. So Igbos does not show interest in government. And they don't even want to show interest in government. Countless times, Martin Namigan has said it. You can take your oil, whatever you think that is going to boom the Biafrans, but let us go. You will, in fact, you will even abandon your oil to follow us to our own region, to engage in the kind of business we are doing that make us more prosperous, more powerful, and more energetic to do things that even beyond human comprehension. So, Title of this message, it is in-depth analysis of the Igbos, the fear of Igbo domination. That is what I titled that message. You just finished to watch the video, but let us just go to the comment section now to see people's reactions over this matter. A lot of things have been said because I've gone through it and I've seen a lot of arguments on there. But we're going to just read the first part of, as for the response on all those ones, it is not needed. If you like on it, just go to your Facebook on in-depth analysis page. The video is there. You can watch as many as you want. You can read as many as you want. As you are watching, please make sure you are sharing, liking, commenting. Keep subscribing for more interesting videos. If this is your first time of hearing or seeing my face or watching my content, please endeavor to subscribe and make sure you turn on the notification button to enable you know each time we post something new on our channel or every other channel that is related to Okute Daily Talk. So if you don't mind, let us go straight to the reason of let us dissect the comment section. Okoya Nwachukwu Onyi said the question is, what exactly is dominance? Because in that video you just finished watching, now you can see one Aboki who is saying all manner of things. Lack of education have been their problem right from long-time immoral. Long-time immoral. Lack of education have been, and they keep on maintaining that standard to keep their people uneducated for easily manipulation when it comes to government offices and government appointments. So look at that man, that old fool, making all sort of unguided statements that he's not even aware of. Most of all these people are old, but they don't even know anything about history. Okay, let us take this our sister's edition. Okay, and what you said, the question is, what exactly is dominance? Can they ever say something or give you a clear explanation what dominance is all about? Let us go. It said this issue began with colonial masters finding the Igbo more productive, more excellent, and more likely to emerge best through a merit-based system of selection. They emerged in military, civil service, trade, bureaucracy, and not call it dominance. They call it dominance. You didn't go to their place to dominate them. You never force them to believe into what you believe. Just because you are business oriented and you went there from one shop, you can gather more shops and even buy land and buy shops. They call it dominance. Merit system disfavored the North. They termed it dominance and led to just riot in 1945 and repeated in Kano in 1953 because they want to diminish the Igbo race. The North and Southwest owns Nigeria now and have worked so hard to decimate the Igbos in public ventures, political aspirations, and business, etc. But all their efforts is futile. It yield no fruit. Rather, Igbos keep on growing every day by day. Yet, the Igbos are proving that God is the giver of greatness. Should the Igbo deem our good talents to make our neighbors feel better? The answer is the Hikaba. Leo Kinsley added the Igbo resistance of Britain for 31 good years, called Ekumeku War, to our, or rather to your analysis. Baba Alaba then come with his own, what will I call it? Come with his own blabbing. He said, you people are just a bunch of clowns, to put it mildly first. It was Babangida's self-redeeming biography you Igbos were alluding to as the concrete evidence that absolved the Igbos of the allegation of an Igbo coup. Now it is very Farotimi's infallible discovery. First, was Babangida a part of the coup, or was he privy to the coup? By 1976, Babangida had just been promoted by the Obasanjo junta to a colonel. Further, Babangida the Maradona is the last person one could cite as the source of anything reliable because his penchant for lies and deceit precedes him. As touching Dele, what evidence has he stumbled on that the coup plotters didn't include in their narrative of why? You can also, okay. Sorry. coup plot didn't include in the narrative of why they planned the coup. As explained before, the initiative for the coup was brought by Nzogu and Ifajuna. Even Ojukwu admitted to this. I could give you a video evidence. However, Ademulugun was initiated by those two, but he was not filed in on certain details, like them telling Zeke to escape to the US and them only killing only politicians from the West and North. So even if you could deny the coup, ab initio was an Igbo coup. The execution of it was quite clear, so you can deny it till eternity, but the truth is immutable. You can also stop quoting statements from IBB and follow to me, and claim that Angel Gabriel himself made a statement exonerating you all, but it could change nothing. My dear, you can as well cry as many times as possible. They are not good. They are Igbo coups. They are coup plotters. Then what's stopping you from allowing them to go? That is a simple question. Bigiano Ike said Igbos is a combination of different tribes of Ibibio through the Aros, Bini through Ezechima, and Egala through Eri. That is his own side of the story. Then Afamo come now to reply to him and tell him that what he's talking is arrant nonsense. He said, don't be in a hurry to write what you don't know. If a non-Igbo comes into a community, forever it is known. If an Igbo of another community joins one other, it is known forever. Let those involved tell you their own stories. Stop writing useless stories. Ibibio and Igbos share culture and intermarry doesn't mean they are mixed. Every man knows his father's ancestors, and unless you don't know yours, we are close neighbors and cousins, if you like, but we know who is who in Igbo land. If ancient Igbos who moved to Yoruba land, Niger Delta, Middle Belt, North and Edo centuries ago know their origins, how do you think there is any confusion whatsoever within our clans? Go and find your fathers and stop throwing your personal laws and confusion to every other person. According to this, our brother Eko said Igbos has got so many kingdoms like Aro, Ibuku, Eri, Aguleri, and so many others. The Ibibios came in contact with Aro and not the general Igbo. This is where the confusion lies, because in the past, many Igbo kingdoms are more popular than Igbo in general. JS said, continue deceiving yourself from one Benin history to the other. Jumping to moving forward to this, our brother who said something more important here. After this now, then we'll round up. Otwa Solomon Ebele said, and to let them go is a problem. You said they are not good. The fear of Igbo domination will destroy one Nigeria forever. If the entire nation feels uncomfortable with them, if others feel uncomfortable with them, if they feel that the Igbos are the problem and the Igbos are saying let us go, what then is the problem? You allow them to go. You call them terrorists. You call them a manner of things. You call them kidnappers. You call them fraudsters. You say that they are spoiling Nigeria names abroad and wide. Then what stops you from letting them to go? That is the question every human being needs to answer. Allow the Igbos to rule for once and see whether there won't be significant change in so many things. All that they have achieved period to and after the Civil War has nothing to do with federal might, but individual and collective strength. None of their businessmen are enjoying federal pampering. They all rose and became who they are today because of their personal strength and business acumen. If Nigeria must succeed, all hands must be on deck. Selective leadership will station us at one place. This is your own, and we are moving back home. There's no two ways about that. Marcus Oka said, can Igbo domination in invention, trade and commerce, intelligence and wisdom be stopped? The answer is no. These attributes are natural gifts by God Almighty. Igbos know how to make things to happen. Cyril Chukwuka said, Nigeria has an Igbo problem, and it is not stopping anytime soon. Lawrence said, we will never dim our light and stars for anyone to feel better or carried along. Since they, both Hausa, Fulani, and Yoruba, took charge of Nigeria, how far has they taken the country? Now 2025, and Nigeria is still living worse than in the 1960s. A failed plot by two groups to suppress the star and light of the other. It hasn't worked well for them because the country is in a big mess right now. And it's a pariah all over the world. And I bet you, just as it didn't work well then, and now it will never also work well in the future until they carry the Igbos along and allow us to use our talent and give to better this country for us all. So my good people, let us just end it here. And I will hear my voice again when I come back. Just like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos. I, Okulora, is always here to serve you. Kemesiano, my wonderful people. I am Biafra, and I'm honorable of the mic.